Basketball may reign supreme in this state, but on this day, the Cards and the Cats on the gridiron for the vaunted Governor's Cup, and the attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cardinals will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. They painted the state big blue in a Kentucky blowout the last time they saw the Cards.
And I think it's always fun to watch the response. In rivalry games, when one side gets smashed and they have to hear about it for a year, Palmer, it usually ends up being a pretty good game.
Yeah, they brag a lot in this state. It doesn't matter that either team really haven't been in.
There he goes! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Find some fresh air. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gonna swing it on second down. Finds a man on the right. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. What a great job settling in on the road and threatening to score now here on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisville's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Wolf. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. complete to the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Cardinals are on the move. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Cardinals will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. Then he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Offense in a split backfield. Fine play action. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. John Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He rifles one deep down the right side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
He's got the tight end. And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the middle. He's got it and still on his feet. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cardinals come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on third and short. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Louisville has it back on the offense, coming out ready to attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Finding open areas.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
On the run, it's Hawkins. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give out of the gun. Inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch down the right side. Hits the crease. He's at the touchdown, Louisville. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
35, Louisville.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble.
There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Kentucky going quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try it again. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Got blown out in the 1st half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now next time he catches it, where's that dude? I'm going to find him. Stay away from him.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Going to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Off play action on first down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab at the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using the quick game. Got some room to run. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Fitted in the window for the score. C-A-T-S, Cats, 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 as Kentucky builds this lead.
It feels like it's been a fast break on the basketball court here for a while now. Kentucky showing the speed all over the field, pulling away from Louisville.
Yeah, taking care of business, taking care of emotions, the battle.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up, try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hawkins. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to throw deep right side. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Here's a return from midfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Algier. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That might be the proverbial fourth-quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be... down. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've stretched out this lead, and they're starting to smell their 11th win of the year.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
they'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. The give on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. To the air on second down. He'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morales. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Completes it in the middle.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's...
Turning it on! I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He's in open space downfield. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Kentucky had the horses today, and they ran well down the backstretch and made it all the way to the wire to outlast Louisville and take home the Governor's Cup. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.